Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Williams. This afternoon, I will share with you the situation report from the Health Emergency Operating Center. Recently, within the past few days, we would have reported 3 newly diagnosed imported cases of COVID-19, bringing our total to 22. These 3 individuals who have been recently diagnosed with COVID-19, they have been in quarantine since arrival into the Federation. Please note that our protocols are being followed by our frontline workers who would have interacted with these individuals. At present, our public health team is in the process of tracing all the contacts of these 3 cases. So they are being interviewed. Some have been placed in quarantine. They are being tested and monitored. As I said before, at present, the Federation would have reported 22 confirmed cases of COVID-19. At present, our rate of infection per 100,000 stands at 41.34. Globally, based on the World Health Organization's dashboard, the total number of persons confirmed with this dreaded disease between January of this year and present stands at 59,204,902. The death toll globally stands at 1.3 million. What's happening in the United States of America? Well, over 12 million persons have been confirmed with COVID-19 to date. The death toll is almost 260,000. And interestingly, based on CNN, within the last fortnight or 14 days, 2,286,214 persons were diagnosed, and that's just within the last 2-week period. The U.S. has set another record, and this is with regards to the number of children that have been diagnosed with this disease. And so there were 144,000 new cases of COVID-19 reported in children as at the end of last week. What's happening in the Caribbean region? Well, over 282,000 have been confirmed with COVID-19, and the death toll within the Caribbean region is 4,974. In the Caribbean member states, within the last 2-week period, St. Lucia would have reported 84 cases within the last fortnight, Dominica 14, Barbados 17. In St. Kitts and Nevis, we continue to test those who would come into the island from hotspots and any suspected cases. And so between March, April to present, over 3,800 persons have been tested here in the Federation. Majority of these tests were processed by our local private laboratory. At present, we have almost over 206 persons in quarantine, some being quarantined at home under security, and as I would have shared, 19 of our 22 cases have recovered and 3 are in isolation. This highlights the website or the URL where you can find the entry form. Any interested persons planning a trip to St. Kitts and Nevis, here's where you find the entry form, knatravelform.kn. This form must be completed with the relevant information. You also you are asked to complete and provide us with a negative RT-PCR test, and you also have to provide us information regarding your accommodation. All right, so the pre-arrival requirements for all the travelers: you must submit a negative COVID-19 reverse transcriptase polymerase chain reaction test. This test must be done within 3 days of travel at an accredited laboratory. All right, inbound travelers will only be granted permission to enter if you would submit a negative reverse transcription polymerase chain reaction lab test along with the hotel reservation. All right, and so, ladies and gentlemen, we continue accepting nationals who are returning from hotspots, mainly the United States of America, Canada, and some are coming in from the United Kingdom. And once we continue to do so, the risk of reimporting the virus remains extremely high. Okay, so how can you protect yourself from the virus in this regard? We want you to continue wearing your face mask when in public places, maintain hand hygiene, and maintain a 6 feet distance away from others and avoid crowds. All right, so I just wanted to share that there is good news. There is a vaccine on the horizon. Pfizer and BioNTech would have submitted their documents to the FDA for approval, and it's hopeful that by mid-December, frontline health workers and high-risk individuals who are at higher risk, meaning individuals with chronic conditions and those who are older, they may be able to access this vaccine as soon as mid-December. Thank you.